vlog this week is an update on our progress with the Limitless campaign. If you remember, we had a wonderful event to launch Limitless on the 4th of June at the House of Commons, and since then a lot has happened. The campaign was about improving careers advice for all across the UK, and I wanted much more sort of emphasis on what we could do as a country, because you need careers advice to people so they know what it is they want to do. It's going to benefit businesses in the UK and ultimately therefore productivity in the UK, and therefore ultimately retain our position as a global leader. So what have we done since? Well, we've launched a number of different careers programs around the UK for all sorts of individuals at different levels of their career, and also a bespoke program called Your Body Means Business, which is really taking individuals to the next level, not just for their career but all other components that influence it, and that is looking at their physical and mental states as well, because what I've realised is if you connect all three, you can really go very, very fast towards the goals that you're seeking. Another great thing that's happened is that the whole campaign has been now discussed in the House of Lords. So we had a champion of the cause at our Limitless event in the House of Commons, Lord Aberdare. He's a very, very hard-working peer, very interested in assisting young people through their careers, not just young people, everybody. And so he suggested in the House of Lords that there would be a debate about careers advice in the UK. Fortunately, that was accepted. There were a lot of people that were interested in it in the House of Lords, and it was discussed last week, and he gave us a very special mention. He talked about the work that we'd done, and it was great because I think they had about 13, 14 other speakers in the House of Lords as well. So from that, we've now got a number of different actions that we're going to follow forward. And so I think in the rest of this vlog, what you're going to see are examples of people that have looked at what we've been trying to do with the careers advice. They've experienced some of our programs themselves, and they're going to talk to you about how those programs have helped them on their own ladder, and also how we've implemented some of these things within Middleton Murray to help a much wider audience. These things take a bit of time to get off the ground, but when you're passionate about something and you know it's going to work, as we do with Limitless, it's just persistent continuation of the message and taking these small steps, taking action. And that's what we're doing. So, it's only 3 months, but to get it aired in the House of Lords and to start to have an individual bespoke programme which people are actually buying. I've just come out of a one-to-one session with that, and to get all the great PR that we've had, really excited. This is going to make a big, big difference, not just to Middleton Murray, not to me, not to our staff, but to the much wider audience. And that's really, in the end, what we're here to do, is to make a difference so that our work counts.
I've always been really keen to get the most out of life from a personal level and from a work level, to try and get the best and be the best that I can do. I do set myself goals and things that I want to do. But what I found was previously I'd set goals for my career, I set goals for my personal life, lose weight, try and go more on holidays and look at different ways to improve my career and income and things like that. But I would only ever focus on one area. So what I would do is I think, right, okay, I can't do them all at once, so I'm going to focus on losing weight. And I'd go sort of doing that for a bit, and then I think, but actually my career's not going the way I want it to do, so I'd focus on that. It was very difficult to bring all those things together, and that's what Your Body Means Business has done for me. It's made me able to look at the whole picture, so I can see how by doing things and looking at my personal life and the way that I eat and what I do and how that affects my lifestyle and my workplace, and it has actually put it all in place. By doing the activity and looking at where I want to be in my career, it's made me be able to feel that I'm progressing in all areas, which I haven't done before. It's always been one focus, whereas this has enabled me to have multi-focus. One of the things that Angela mentioned is, setting yourself KPIs, and I did that. I set myself KPIs, and every night I tick them off. But I also do what she recommended, is not beat myself over the head anymore. So, sometimes it might be, did I actually help anyone or be kind to someone that day, which is something that I like to try and do on a daily basis. And rather than actually just going yes or no, it makes me think about it and think actually, perhaps I didn't do it as much as I would have liked, but I did do something. So it's helped me personally. I think as a company, I've noticed different sort of staff that have joined the programme, how their confidence is built and how they've actually said to me, yes, I've lost weight, but also I've managed to gain confidence in when I'm doing things within my duties and my role. And it's an incredible thing. It's just, it's something that to be able to see how you can bring all those areas together is amazing. And, and Angela's a prime example. She, and it makes us realise that we can achieve it. She's achieved it, she's shown us how to achieve it, and it's just by following it, we will get the results.
Well, I've always been quite active and my food is quite healthy, but I'm more aware of calories and my calorie intake and what my body needs now. So I'm trying to maintain the right amount of calories for my exercise. I go to the gym more, which makes me more productive at work. I think I get more sleep. I'm the front desk, so front facing to all the clients and all the complaints, all the telephone calls, all the inquiries, so I have to be alert and make sure that I've followed up on everything. So it kind of, if I forget things, it has a big impact on someone else's situation. I think it's basically insight into improving my kind of career, my mindset. So I feel like I'm starting to improve, starting to feel the changes and see the changes. I think it improves staff productivity. If you've got active staff, then it's like a balance. And also if they're improving their mind, they want to progress, so kind of promotions within the business. I'm still partway through, so it's not like finished, but I think it's definitely made an improvement so far. And fingers crossed I will have a toned come and everything else to go with it in the near future.